What's up, Metalorians? I hope you guys are doing great. So today I wanted to kind of give you an insight on different worlds, right? We always show you different worlds that we've got in the metaverse, but some of them you can use and reuse for others. Now, let me back up for a second. First, let's get into the intro. Okay, so now that I'm back, so this is what I'm talking about. When you are in Metaverse, you can get templates and kits already shared by other creators out there, so you don't have to reinvent the wheel and start from scratch. That being said, some people might use a template they created for something unrelated to that, what it's used for. To give you an example, Valentine's came out and somebody created a template that was a home, and it was really a Valentine's type home. You can make it pretty. It already had balloons and red things in it, and it was very romantic, and anybody could have used it and made it their own and invited somebody nice over and had a great time. People like me who like to entertain turned it into a nightclub and called it the Love Shack and really made it into that type of feel. Now, the reason why I'm telling you that is some of these worlds are all pre-created with some really neat sights and sounds and pixels, and it just look amazing. So for me, I've been wanting to create a YouTube streaming studio within the metaverse. So as you can see here, this is an office space, but we also have an actual studio with lights and lasers and all the fun stuff that a live streaming studio has. But none of the templates that I was looking for had the color scheme that I wanted. So what I did is Artsy, again, an amazing creator on site, had built different color nightclubs that you can use. Nightclub that can fit 5,000-6,000 people easy. If you wanted to bring all of these people, there's so many different rooms. Now, because I was only interested in one room and not into a whole nightclub, I've already made many of those. I turned it into a live streaming rotunda, meaning multiple room streaming studio. But you got to make it fun. Anybody can go there. Anybody can record. They don't have to ask permission. They can just show up. It's an open public space. So I'm about to take you into that right now because I want you to see basically what I did. So again, this is a nightclub. I'm actually, when I come in, I'm inside an elevator. So this is an actual nightclub. Now, again, I turned it into a streaming studio. And yes, I haven't been animated. Somebody's going to go, dude, you always animate yourself. Well, the reason for that is I was doing a video for a different purpose in a different company, and I didn't get a chance to do so. So basically, you come into this. This is, again, a nightclub. And by the way, in Oculus, it looks more 3D. This is a 2D on the computer. When you go in here, you can go 3 different ways. You can go upstairs, and there's things to do up there. Every area has a streaming studio, and they are based, and we call it Metalore. That's our streaming company. And each of them have an icon. So, for example, this has a octagon with some rainbow stars. Here's a triangle. Here's what I call like a Chex Clover kind of thing, and so on and so on. So what we're going to do is we're going to start on the left, and I'm just going to show you how I've turned a nightclub into a streaming studio, and how I made it fun for people to come in here and check things out. So we are in here. First thing you're going to notice is I've created an area, so if people come to visit, it could be fun. They can put on different types of faces. They can put on some headphones, masks, wings. So just to give you an example of that, let's pick some wings. Let's pick a mask. Let's pick some headphones. I'm not going to put a head on it just because then you guys aren't going to see my face. But anyways, there's a mirror right here. And as you can see, the wings did not come on board. So we'll try it one more time. Sometimes the mirrors do not reflect the wings too well, especially on the computer. But they do. It depends on the program or how it was created. So for now, I'm seeing that the guy that created that mirror didn't allow it for PC-based, which is okay. Not the end of the world. So the main entrance to the streaming studio is going to be to the right, but I'm going to show you what I did. This is kind of like a bar lounge area where you can kick it with your friends in an actual nightclub. Well, I turned it into an actual streaming area. Put microphones on the tables. You can do a lot of people sitting here and have a full discussion with a television there and discussing whatever the topic is. Now, for fun, I created this area here, which has a spinning mirror. So if you were to go inside this, like a carousel, there is a hidden camera right here, and it looks like you are in a room full of mirrors, you know, a fun house. And it spins slow here on the 2D because you're on the computer. But if you were in the Oculus, it would actually be spinning around and you actually would get dizzy. It's not that slow. It just looks slow on the computer. Upstairs, there's actually a hidden area up there where that cloud is. But again, we're not going to go out there. We're just going to kind of slide through here. This is kind of the production stage area. So if I had a couple of people helping out, they could actually stand here and monitor the studio via this equipment here. And right above us is actually a bunch of cameras that are facing different parts of the studio. And this is somebody can monitor that here or actually record from back here. Something fun that I also did for other people is that hologram ahead of us. You can't really see it right here, but there actually is a hologram right there. And what the hologram does is if you stand in front of it, you're actually going to see a reflection of you in a hologram in a bunch of mirrors. So if I was to stand in front of this, which I'm not dead center on it, and I have to back up a little bit. It's another one that looks like it's not actually working for the PC, which is okay. In Oculus, you can see your 3D rendered item. So this is the front of the studio. And that's what I was craving to do. I needed something blue. I needed something so it looks like a a streaming studio, like a YouTube streaming studio, you know, that a creator would use. And that's what I was looking for. That's exactly what I wanted. Again, it doesn't look totally 3D here because we're on the computer, but there's an area where I could actually stand here if I wanted to and have my cameraman in front of me and then be this way and do that. So here, there's actually a mirror right behind me that is showing a view of me. So I would actually have to be in front of the camera and behind the desk, and you guys would see me as if I was a reporter or streaming. Or I could stand in front of this equipment here and do the same as well. But for right now, what we're going to try to do, and again, it's not as easy on the computer versus the Oculus itself. Let me try to go backstage. Yeah, let's try it here. No, see, it's always very difficult to do it on the computer because it's not dead on. So let's see if I can just stand on the counter. So we'll take it the long way. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to go outside this area. And we're actually going to go into the studio. And again, this is something that I needed to do because I do a lot of recordings. And I wanted to have an actual studio that I am recording in often. Obviously, I don't have this created in my home or office, and it's super cool looking. So I stand right there, depending on the microphone that I want to use. And then you're able to see me on the screen. Now, the recording wouldn't be that far away. I would have a bot or a second Oculus user on this computer, not sign in with the same user I am right now, and have that guy move closer like a cameraman. And then in my Oculus, I stand in front of that guy, and it looks like he is recording it a lot closer to that. And another thing I can do is if I wanted to have the video playing whatever I wanted to do, this is our web projector that is syncing to a computer that has videos playing right now. Now, this is more for my music world, not for the streaming world, but I could basically distribute any type of video. Right now, it's actually playing that because it's playing it for one of our other worlds called the Music Factory that's actually playing music, and that's a recording that we did a little bit ago. And it's a live recording where people are actually dancing in the club to it. So I could stand here, I could talk, I could bring a guest on and really show them the entire, studio and really give them a good feel for it. So going back out, same on the right side, and you can always visit this. It's called the live streaming, it's Metalore live streaming studio Rotunda is what I called it. Here's another one that also has an area for you to record in if you wanted to come and record, or, you know, if you just wanted to come visit us while we're doing it. And again, same thing. If we went to the upstairs area, same exact thing. We actually have created, again, taking over an entire nightclub to make it a streaming studio seems a little too much. But the reason for it is, look at the beautiful colors. Look at how it is. I mean, in OBS, it glows so much. And it's so beautiful when you're doing a live recording. You know, you want to do one over here on another studio. Well, we have a private studio over here where you could do just a couple of people with the same thing. And it looks pretty cool. Or if you want to do a single recording of just you, there's a microphone already there. You can kind of sit here and it's already preset for you. You want to be a little bit cooler and have the Vegas Strip outside or another one, or even stand in front of some cool arcade machines. You can actually go outside where there's a pool and there's canopies and beds and a fire, and you can go outside and do the exact same thing. You can go out here and record with Vegas as your background, or you can just go hang out in the pool and watch a video. You know, here's a little bed so you can kind of kick on, or, you know, really there's a hot tub on this side. So you can kind of just enjoy the view. You don't have to just record, but, you know, or, you know, if you're a creator, there's another cool area to be in. You know, you've got a bunch of screens. You can have that as your background and you can just stand there and record as well. For me, this is a fun all-in-one studio because I'm one of those people that gets bored. I mean, my background here, I love my background. It's got the perfect color, but it's not for every occasion. And when I'm animated, I have to go to a certain world I've created that has this image behind me. So when I snap a finger, I go from human to animated metaverse character. And that is something that in this world, I would have to have that image of wherever I'm at. But since I'm not going to do that in this world, I could really just do that. Now, if I really wanted to give the illusion of being walking around in this office and then converting to that, I could take this image of this wall, put it somewhere in that space, and then stand in front of it animated. So I flip my hand from this IRL in real life, slide my finger to animated, and then I can move around that studio, and then you guys will see the feel of me converting from IRL to Metaverse and really enjoy what I'm doing in this space. Again, an overkill for a streaming studio, but I could have paid a creator or I could spend hours and hours of creating it. But I really wanted to create a bunch of streaming recorded videos that I've kind of had in my content calendar that I need to get out. So why not create an area? You don't have to use this as a nightclub. Heck, you could have used this as a church. You could have used this as anything else. Maybe you wanted to do a huge, reunion. You could have used a space for that. It does not have to be what it was designed to be. You know, Artsy's an amazing creator and she does so amazing things. And for me, this space has everything I need. But my purpose was to stream live videos. And that's what I use this space for. Now, yeah, after doing this one, I created another world that's more like a aquatic area that's for a different channel, not this channel from Metalore, but that also has its own persona and feeling. And I guess that's what I'm trying to sort of dictate to you guys. When you create your own worlds, they have a purpose, they have a life. Sometimes I go back to my old worlds I created 5 months ago that I haven't even visited because I look at my progress. 5 months ago, my world had a bunch of blocks and it looked silly. And now it's sophisticated. It shows my progress to me as well as a creator, how cool and how far I've come, which is something you can do. I mean, I've been doing this for almost 6 months, and I've progressed pretty nicely. In the beginning, I paid people to do it for me, which was expensive. Once I started learning, I started paying creators to teach me how to do the same thing. And that, for me, paid in full because now I can do all of these things. Now, I'm not artsy. I can't design something like this grand in a day. I mean, this is a lot of work because of the animation. But give me a template like this and I will fill it and make it so amazing. Your jaw will drop, as you guys have seen today. So, you guys, I will put the link to this for you. You guys can visit it. Feel free to record in it. I don't have any judgment. Heck, you want to throw a party in it? Show up, have a party. You know, it's totally cool. I'm totally open with that. I share my worlds with you as I always see others do as well. And in the metaverse, this is kind of what we do. We really give respect to each other and really enjoy the creativity that all of us are putting in, because this is just the beginning of the metaverse. I can't imagine what we'll be doing 10 years down the line. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like it and subscribe it as always. And please keep coming back. And yeah, share this to your friends. Share this anywhere. I would love feedback. If you have any questions or ideas, or you want to throw something at us that we should show you, happy to do so. Or if you're just lost, don't feel bad. 5 months ago, I had no idea how to even do this. Now that I do, I now know who to talk to. So it's always about networking in the metaverse and even in real life. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Let's throw the outro. I'll talk to you on the next one.